Hello from the food forest. Today I will be applying some compost tea into my growing veggies, into the garden beds, the raised garden beds, and I take you with me. I will show you where do I have the compost tea from, how I do it, quickly explaining, and yeah, what I do, how I do, and so on. So if you are interested, to stay with me and let's get started. And if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications when I upload next videos, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. So now let's start. First things first, I will show you what I usually use, or mostly use, to make the compost tea. And if you follow my channel, you will already know the longevity spinach. Very good perennial spinach with lots of health benefits, and here in subtropics it just grows like crazy. So I'm trimming it regularly and using it for my compost tea. But you can use anything what you have in abundance. Any green, any soft greens, which will decompose very quickly. So now the same longevity spinach you've just seen growing on my fence was sitting here for about 2 months now. Usually it's ready much quicker, but I didn't need it, so I've got it here. And now let's have a look what's in there. So let's get the camera right so you can see it. This is the longevity spinach, usually ready after 3 weeks during summer. And yeah, this one was sitting now for about 2 months roughly. And here it doesn't smell bad, nothing. Look at the color. So lots of goodness in here now. Exactly what the veggies need. Can be applied to any growing plants, and because there is no manure, can be applied onto the garden beds where you are already harvesting as well. And yeah, that's what we will be doing now. You can see there are still some stalks here from the longevity spinach, but no sign of the leaves. Everything decomposed fantastically. So now my really nice, beautiful, rich compost tea, perfect food for your growing veggies, fruit, all plants that you want to try. So roughly 1 to 4. We will now feed the soil, and the plants will profit from it. So let's go there. There we go. I have some nice tomatoes still growing here. Here some freshly sown rocket lettuce, which you don't see. Some celery there and over there. Here some winter tomatoes and carrots growing over here, and let's go there. We have here some bok choy and bunching onions, the shallots, perennial leek, cabbages. On the other side here, more cabbages and radishes, and they all will now get a good food. Just maybe would be important to mention that you are not necessarily supposed to water or apply the compost tea just onto the veggies on top. I try to avoid like going with the compost tea over the celery, for example. I'm just doing it gently here underneath. Even though it doesn't smell, it doesn't have to be here that I am applying the compost tea onto the stuff I am harvesting. And here the tomatoes getting some food. So getting another load. The next bucket and the next garden bed. I've got here some very young garlic going on, so I can just go over and tomatoes and my beautiful carrots. Now the bok choy, cabbage and onions. Bed. Now you can see that I've got here lots of radishes growing in between the cabbages, so it will be not very easy for me to avoid to go over them. So basically what I will do, and I usually always do, I rinse all of the veggies I have fertilized with the compost tea. I rinse them at the end with some water. So let's get the watering job finished now. Watering, fertilizing. So now I will rinse the garden beds with fresh water, so any residue will go into the soil where it belongs. And then we go back to the bucket and I show you how much we got left and what we do with it. I can nearly hear the plants singing for happiness. No, but the plants will thank you when you do something like this. They do need a feed from time to time. Even though I prepared the garden beds pretty good with aged chicken manure and compost, they do still like some food in between. So now let's get into the place where we started. Where my bucket is. Okay, so there we are. And I still have a good amount left. So the sweet potatoes will be the next that I will be doing. So I will be saving you the time. I will do the sweet potatoes and then we meet again and I show you what I do with the remainings in the bucket with the stalks. So see you in a few minutes. So now the sweet potato plants are happy as well in the garden beds. And now I still have here the remainings, which you can add it into compost, or like I do, I always put them somewhere under a fruit tree. Doesn't matter what fruit tree it is, usually the best one, usually the one which is just about to flower or maybe just about to set fruits, so the tree will profit from it. And I add some water now here. Now let's find a tree and feed it. Every time is a different tree, and now today I have chosen the freshly planted, freshly maybe 2-3 months ago planted Maya lemon, which got 2 lemons. I harvested already one. You can see this poor thing, it's lacking on everything at the moment. That is usually this is usually normal for a citrus tree. When it's very young, it's struggling. Even though you can see here some fresh growth, new leaves, but yeah, it's getting eaten, the leaf miners and so on and so on. So it really needs a little bit, or even more than a bit of food. So, and some love. So I have chosen this one. So I will apply some fresh mulch, some green mulch actually, which are some unwanted banana pups. Always keep the trunk free. As the tree needs to breathe. Okay, that will do for now, and I am pretty sure the tree will be happy. I will leave it alone now and get a new compost tea going. There is still some residue. I leave it in there because it will be much quicker for the compost tea, or for the longevity spinach, or for the plants to decompose, to produce a new compost tea when I have some residue in there. Oh, and this nice tool, I have it in my online shop if you like it. It's really very handy. I use it for everything nearly. Okay, so now I will do some compost tea and then we are finished with the job. Look at it, the longevity spinach is going nuts. By the way, I use the longevity spinach also as a green mulch. So when I have so much as here, you can see, so I am just cutting some off and lying around the fruit trees, and yeah, it's decomposing around the fruit trees. The goodness is going, all the nutrients are going into the soil, feeding the soil, and the tree, the tree is profiting from it. Now closing it, locking the... Now closing the bucket. Rig on. That's it. Until I need it. But at least 3 weeks in summer, and during the cooler time of the year it will take a bit longer. There is no need to apply the compost all the time. And by the way, I have always 2 or 3 buckets like this. So one that is I get started, and the second one, or the third one when I need it. So yeah, that's basically it, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you have any questions. And other than this, I wish you all the best with all your gardening projects. Take care. Sun is going down. Time for me to go home and enjoy the evening. See ya.